Hey guys, what's going on? We got another PvP video here today, and this one I have my foresight, and I am playing Elementalist. It's just me and Shoop doing some 2v2, and basically this Elementalist build is about big elemental blasts and heavy frost shocks as well. So that will be in the description, but let's get on to the match. So the first one we're against Frost Mage Sub Rogue, also known as Rogue Mage. It's very tough. They're very quick setups, so you have to stagger your defensives very carefully. So earlier you saw me drop grounding as well. So basically you need to make sure you have a defensive every time, and you need to rotate with your healer as well, because you know they want to do setups really quick. As you see, the mage is running away. He has alter time up, so he's going to go poof right back to where he was. And now he's blinking away, just waiting for the rogue to get ready. They do a stun on Shook, so I know they want to get me. I see the smoke bomb, but they don't really get too much here. So Shook trinkets and runs in. He also bubbles and bops me, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I was able to kill the mage with a really heavy frost shock. Very useful. Um, I'm having them hit from anywhere like 125k to 200k. Same with Ellie Blast. So very big chunks. The problem is you don't have like a finisher, so it's basically just Ellie Blast Frost Shock. You do quite big damage. But onto the Arms Warrior Resto Druid. So as you see, I'm sitting on the Resto Druid for now, trying to just get a little bit of damage. The warrior's on shoot, so he's cutting him around. I lock him down and just trying to see what I could do, knock him away. Now I'm switching on to the warrior a bit, and I see him blade storm. So there's DBS, which was random. So I drop counter strike totem to get damage. He doesn't kill it for some reason, and I know the druid's going for a cyclone, so I get ready to interrupt. Still on the warrior, and now I'm gonna focus the warrior for the most part. And the reason why is because he has no die by the sword, so that means they're in trouble. That means he's basically more vulnerable than the druid right now. But Shook spends a bop right here. I was gonna go for the hex, but I realized that the druid was in tree form, so there's no point. He went for a hard cast regrowth, which was odd, so I went ahead and kicked it. But the warrior's trying to train down Shook a little bit, but here I told Shook, ask Shook if he has Hodge, and then he does run in a second here. I drop counter strike. The warrior drops spell reflect, so that's very big against us. Um, you really have to watch out for that because you're going to be slapping yourself for 200k, so you got to be very careful. Shoot gets sack off before the cyclone, which was nice, so he basically negated all damage that was dealt. Here I'm back on the warrior. I get a hex off on the druid. He didn't try to shift it, which was odd, but just wailing on him. Get a kick on the druid. Shoot goes in for a hodge, but he gets his trees out in time, so there's really nothing we can do there. Shook spends another bop just to be safe because I was getting low and I did have quite a bit of fatal mark stacks. So I move the druid away while the warrior charges in, and the warrior's still following me. So I'm just gonna wail on him for a second. He's not killing counter strike still, which is really odd because that's definitely a big thing. And I get a kickoff on the druid, but we get very, very close here. Shook's going in for the Hodge, but he gets a nice root off, but it's just not enough for him. So this build is definitely a lot of fun with the new Primal Wave change too. Primal Wave is actually hitting hard, so it does hit for anywhere from 70 to 100k. But throughout this season, we find warriors and sometimes rogues, subtlety rogues, are about the easiest targets we can fight. Everything else is just super duper strong. But like the other ones, I'm going to be hitting the warrior for the most part. But here, I noticed the priest walk into me, so I just start hitting him. He pops pain suppression and dome, which I found super weird, so I just went and hexed him. Now he's going for ultimate penance. Shoot gets behind the pillar, I get behind the pillar. Ultimate penitence is now pointless. And here he gets a nice shockwave on both of us, but I had counter strike down in time. And now, I don't know what it is with warriors, but they don't like killing counter strike. So, uh, yeah, it's a very effective totem, apparently. So I always kick the Disc Priest on Holy. Uh, Disc Priest no longer has Shadow Mend, so Holy spells are very key to kick. That way they can't use Penance or Flash Heal. If they use Mind, or not Mind Games, but Mind Blast, it's kind of whatever. But Shoot gets a nice Hodge. The Warrior knows he wants to blind him, so he stays kind of close. But I'm going to just keep hitting the Warrior, lasso the Priest just to stop a Penance. I get feared. And then Shoot uses Bob. Not quite sure why it was, but Warrior disarms me and I drop another Counter Strike totem. Again, he's not killing it, so he's just hitting himself back in the face. And I don't know why they don't kill it, but here I group them up, pull them back to me. I have Wolves ready. I have a big hit, so I pop Wolves. He gets a really nice fear just in time. He pops Spell Reflect, so now I'm like, okay, I can't use Ellie Blast yet. I have to wait for Spell Reflect. So he did a very good job of CCing me. Um, but now I'm kind of getting a bit of damage on the Priest, just being ready to possibly switch between both of them. Primal Wave to get a double Lightning Bolt. And then we're back on the Warrior. Warrior's just easier to hit than the Priest, although it's kind of odd, but it's still, they take a lot more damage. Shoot gets a nice Hodge there, double blind, but I break it with Hailstorm, so you have to be very careful with your Frost Shock sometimes. It doesn't seem to care. It just breaks whatever. So Counter Strike again, down, doing full damage. I don't understand why they're not killing it. They really should. If you're fighting an Enhanced Shaman or any Shaman and they use Counter Strike, make sure to kill it right away. But here, it's just not enough for them to heal through. He pops Spell Reflect, but it wasn't enough. On to the next match, we got Discipline Subtlety Rogue. This one is very weird, and if you're ever on Blade's Edge, 90% of the time the rogues are going to come up that ramp, so drop your Earth Grab there. I know the rogue wants to burst. Shook does too, so he drops full sack. I hex the priest because I know I'm trying to force the rogue back to me. And if he doesn't come kick me, then it's a free hex. And if he does, that means Shook doesn't have to worry too much. Here he pops evasion. Now, Elementalist doesn't quite care about evasion. You have so many things to use that will go through it. So don't hit directly into it, but you can use your spells into it. So just remember that. And the rogues, they mind games me. So I pop Tremor to get Shook out. I should have probably burrowed, but we're okay. Rogue's running away, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hit the priest. He's ultimate penitence, so that means that I think it's a 3-minute cooldown now is gone. Dismantles me, so I'm like, okay, I can just do damage and not worry about things now. So I'm just wailing on him. There's the dome. I pulled him right out, both of them. And he cheap shots me and gets a huge amount of damage. It's crazy how much rogues do. But Shoot gets full sacrifice off. I chase the rogue down with Burrow. Kick the priest. Get a... There's life swap. Wow. And dispersion. We got everything there. So now I'm still sitting the rogue because I know he has no defensives and the priest is out and the rogue's going to take more damage than the priest. Priest jumps off for whatever reason and I finish off the rogue. So that was very unfortunate on their part for the, I guess, miscommunication. But here is the last match of the video. We got Fury Warrior Discipline Priest. This also gave us our 1600 too, so woo. But I'm going to focus down the Fury Warrior. The priest is going in for a fear. I see that coming, but I don't get the tremor off before he gets a Stormbolt. So Shuk has to sit it, and then he full sacks and gets me to full. Warrior goes away, so I'm like, okay, I'll just hit the priest for a couple minutes. Keep wailing on him, annoying him, just making sure that I'm not chasing and wasting damage. Here he comes back. I know the priest wants to go in and fear Shuk, so I'm getting ready. But I just keep stacking them because this build excels at cleave because Hailstorm hits up to 5 targets, so that means both of them are taking 200 from Frost Shocks. And here I lasso because I saw him proc a Recklessness, so just stop a little bit of damage. I knock both of them away. Shoot gets a nice blind while they're down there, and then I'm still wailing on him. do have Counter Strike, but I think they're actually killing it in this one, and I don't have Tremor for this Fear, so I Sunder to try and stop a little bit, kick the Priest again, get a nice big Lightning Bolt there with the Primordial Wave proc. Very important to try and keep a couple lava, or not lava, but flame shocks up. People are going to be dispelling, so you have to pay attention for that too. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just wailing on the warrior, trying to get him as low as possible. Lasso his cooldowns, and I think I storm him off. Nope. I think I save Storm to knock off the priest. Um, so the priest is playing very close to Shook. And here we get Shatter from the warrior, so he takes off the bop where the priest could have just dispelled it, but is what it is. Here I get a nice knock on the priest, get him away from us. I pop Counter Strike so that way he has to focus that and kill it. There's the fear from the priest. I Sunder, drop Tremor Totem, so that way Shoot can get out of that. Shoot gets a nice Hodge on the priest. And then there's the last Pain Suppression. They have no defensive now because he already used Enrage Regen. Now I'm just wailing on the warrior. He's getting ready. Big LE blast right there, 185k. There he pops spell reflect, so I know he doesn't have that for another 30 seconds ish. So kick penance again. Here's the disarm, so I lasso right away. Let me go back to big LE blast, and then we get a nice frost shock, and then ooh, he gets a life swap off just in time. He's running away a little bit, so I'm just gonna hit the priest. I jump down. I know Shuk will follow in a second. Here, I think I bring down the Counter-Strike totem. Oh, okay. So I should have brought the Counter-Strike totem down onto the floor, but is what it is. Shuk gets a bit of CC on the priest. I'm ready to kick his next penance. He dispels off the flame shock, gets knocked up, and the warrior falls over. So yeah, that is it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm really enjoying the new Elementalist build. It's a lot of fun. For those of you interested, I will hopefully have a guide out soon. And yeah, but that is it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Later.